Every night, an ancient drum sounded in the middle of the village. But there was something strange about it. Only one person could understand what it was saying. Her name was Amara. And one night, the drum warned her that someone she trusted was about to betray the entire village. Amara was a young girl who lived in a peaceful West African village surrounded by palm trees and green farmland. She loved listening to the elders tell stories, especially her grandmother, who taught her that every sound in the village had meaning: the birds, the wind, the river, and most importantly, the talking drum. The ancient drum had belonged to the village for generations. It was kept inside the meeting house and normally played only during important ceremonies. But sometimes, when nobody touched it, the drum played by itself. One evening, Amara was walking home from the river when she heard it. Boom, boom, boom. She stopped and looked toward the meeting house. Nobody was there. She walked closer. The drum sat alone inside. Then it sounded again. Boom, boom, boom. Amara whispered, "What are you trying to say?" The drum stopped. Then it played 3 slow beats. Amara suddenly understood. Water. She ran straight to the village well. The next morning, she told the elders what had happened. One elder laughed. "Child, drums do not speak." But the old village drummer, Obi, looked at Amara carefully. "Tell me exactly what you heard." She repeated the rhythm. Obi's expression changed. He recognized the warning. The elders rushed to inspect the well and discovered that part of its stone wall had cracked. If it collapsed, the villagers could lose their only source of water. Amara had been right. From that day, she began listening to the drum every evening. Then one night, it played a rhythm she had never heard before. Boom, 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 boom. A message suddenly came to her. Do not trust the man who carries the red bag. Amara immediately thought of Kofi, the village storekeeper. He was respected by everyone and often carried a red leather bag when traveling to the nearby town. The next morning, Amara watched him. Kofi walked toward the chief's house and quietly entered. Amara followed from a distance. She couldn't hear everything, but one sentence caught her attention. The villagers will never know. Amara ran to Obi. The drum warned me about Kofi. Obi became serious. Do not accuse anyone without proof. But I heard him. Then find the truth before you speak. That night, Amara returned to the meeting house. She stood before the drum. If you know something, show me. For a moment, nothing happened. Then the drum sounded again. This time, the rhythm reminded her of footsteps. Then came 3 quick beats. Amara suddenly remembered the village grain store. She ran there. The door was slightly open. Inside, several grain sacks had been moved. Then she noticed something on the ground. A small piece of red leather. It matched Kofi's bag. The next morning, Amara took the evidence to the village chief. Kofi was called before the elders. When he saw the piece of leather, his expression changed. Finally, he confessed. He had been secretly selling the village's grain to traders from another town. But he wasn't working alone. The chief demanded to know who helped him. Kofi looked around the room. Then he pointed at the village treasurer. Everyone gasped. The treasurer had been stealing the money from the grain sales. Together, the 2 men had planned to empty the village store before the next harvest. The villagers were furious, but Amara wasn't celebrating. She returned to the meeting house and touched the ancient drum. Thank you. Obi smiled. You understand now? Amara nodded. The drum wasn't protecting me. It was protecting everyone. Exactly, Obi replied. Years later, Amara became a respected storyteller and keeper of the village's traditions. Children often asked her if the talking drum was truly magical. She would smile and answer, perhaps the drum never spoke with words, Perhaps it simply taught me to listen. Then she would tell them, "Most people hear sounds, but wisdom belongs to those who pay attention." Final lesson. Sometimes the warning you need doesn't come as a loud voice. It may come quietly, from something everyone else has learned to ignore. The real question is not whether the world is speaking. The question is, are you willing to listen?